Hello friends, today I want to tell you about a conversation I had with somebody very near and dear to my heart this past weekend. We were driving and she asked me and our travel companion who we were voting for, hoping that we would say we were voting Orange or NDP in the upcoming federal Canadian elections. The other passenger said, oh yeah, I'm voting Orange for sure, because X, Y, Z. And the person asking the question expressed validation to that person and, really made them feel, oh, we're fucking fellow riders, you're a fellow soldier and all this. Then it came time for me to answer, and I felt a little bit put upon. I felt uncomfortable answering because I knew my answer would cause a shitstorm. I wasn't wrong. I said, I'm not voting. You're not voting? What do you mean? We need solidarity. We need this and that. We need to show support for women's issues. We need to show support for Aboriginal issues, environmental issues, and all this, and we could really use you, and if you're just going to stay home and eat peanut butter and smoke dope and jerk off, I'm like, whoa. Here's the problem now. By picking sides, anybody who doesn't take your side, you instantly assume there's a negative feeling towards, which that just happened. Alright? By picking sides, you alienate, marginalize, and separate yourself from somebody who doesn't claim your side. Okay, that's problem number one with fucking voting. That's problem number one. Problem number two is this. The political establishment, not just in Canada, but in the fucking world, is provably detrimental and obsolete. It has nothing to do with progress as a species. It has nothing to do with providing food, water, clothing, shelter, love, the benchmarks for every person on the planet. It has nothing to do with that. It has an interest in keeping the powerful and established groups and technologies and institutions in power, and that's it. Keeping things that are entrenched and institutionalized in place. It's not concerned with changing things. It's concerned with keeping things the way they are. So by me not voting, I'm saying no. It might be a token gesture, it might be nominal, but it's me refusing to legitimize that establishment and that power structure. Okay? The Orange, the NDP, they could be the party that saves Canada. But you know what? 15 years ago, people thought the Conservatives would be the party that would save Canada, and now people are sick of them. They want them out, right? Every party that gets elected in place, there's always going to be a certain threshold where people are like, no, we need to bring this party in to save the world. Like, the cycle will go on forever and ever. It's a wheel that keeps on fucking spinning. And like Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones, I'm going to break the fucking wheel, okay? Not by myself, but as the awareness grows that this is a stupid thing to buy into. I mean, the relevance of voting and getting NDP in over Conservatives is like voting and having a vested stake in if The Rock beats Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania. It's pointless. It's a spectacle. It's like, hey, look over here because the real business is happening over here. Stop buying into the charade. It's bullshit. Okay, politics will not save you. It's provably detrimental, wrong, erroneous. I can't say enough negative about it. No gods, no kings. Okay. The idea of rulers that in itself is obsolete. So why would I elect somebody who I don't even know, who doesn't represent me in any absolute sense? Even if they did know me, why would I represent somebody else to speak for me and buy into the tyranny of the 51%? Okay, there's no such thing as democracy. Let me tell you that. Okay, no such thing at all. What there is dictatorship of nature, of natural law. Doesn't matter if we all vote that I can walk up this wall. I can't. You know why? Because gravity says I can't. Okay, there are certain natural law benchmarks of things we all need. Okay. And politics doesn't address that, okay? All these political systems, these imaginary human raw jerk-offs that we think are so great and so wonderful, and we formalize whole schools of thought around them, you know what they actually are? They're us, with our limited knowledge, trying to make sense of the world, okay? But we know so much more than we knew at the time when we created these ideas and these schools of thought, okay? We should embrace our emergent knowledge, but we're stuck with this culture lag idea where we're still trying to pick up the pacing and catch up to with what we know with our institutions, which are sorely limiting us and hindering us, okay? We need to have a system built from the ground up which recognizes that the resources that we need to survive are scarce. Okay, scarcity has been the one constant of human evolution forever, of our hominid existence. Okay, and our political system does not address that and say to itself, hey, you know what? These things that we need, they might actually be of limited quantity. We should harness them in respectful and responsible ways to provide for everybody, because the world and all its resources are our common heritage. No, instead we want to, formalize and support and bolster and buttress these corrupt, monolithic, fucking systems. And then we get mad when people like me call us out and say, no, I'm not voting. It's dumb. It's legitimizing an obsolete power institution. Why get mad at me for calling it what it is? Just because your tangential issue, which you feel benefits your demographic, just because they say they're jerking you off by saying that they're going to help your issue. What, I gotta feel bad because I don't want to empower and embolden the system as a whole? No. You are hating players. I'm hating the game. Okay? I think that's all I have to say. you know, the rule still stands. Don't get into fucking political conversations with people. You know, it's just a road you do not want to go down. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Deuces.